It's the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for Friday, the 14th of July. I'm Michael Groff. A pretty typical monsoon forecast in effect for today. Partly cloudy skies, hot and humid, with a slight chance of late afternoon and nighttime showers and storms. But over the weekend, a significant surge of tropical moisture will move north into the state for an increasing chance of rain, perhaps locally heavy rain in spots, and the flash flood potential will increase as well. So let's talk about all of that as we look outside this morning here at 4:25 a.m. Partly cloudy skies in the valley right now, 86 degrees at Sky Harbor, dew points at 63, relative humidity 46%. The winds are light, the barometer is rising. Temperatures out there this morning, low 80s in a few East Valley spots, but the warm locations across the metro, the urban core, upper 80s to near 90. Satellite shows some pretty deep convection still going on across northern Mexico and a few showers and storms still rumbling around the international border and across southeast Arizona. High clouds moving north into the deserts at this hour. The watch warning map is extremely quiet here in Arizona, but up north, some heat advisories in parts of Montana and North Dakota, as well as in the mid-Atlantic states. The convective outlook, we've got a marginal risk of severe storms in the Dakotas and Minnesota. The standard slight risk includes places like Baltimore and Washington, D.C. And here in Arizona, we have a marginal risk as well. That includes Phoenix, Gila Bend, Casa Grande, Tucson, Safford, Douglas, Nogales, Sierra Vista, Bisbee. Pretty much the same locations that have been under the marginal risk the last couple of days. And the big threat from storms today that do develop will be the capability of producing some strong, gusty, possibly damaging winds in excess of 60 miles per hour. And maybe one or two microbursts as well. Always a big threat from monsoon storms this time of year. Here's the rainfall for the next 7 days coming off the WPC. And you know, these maps are very difficult to draw. Some neighborhoods in the valley are going to get an inch of rain. Meanwhile, a mile away, somebody gets absolutely nothing. But on average, this is showing anywhere from a third to a half inch of rain. Over in the White Mountains, some spots could see over 2 inches of rain. So a pretty healthy rain event coming up here over the next few days. And in fact, we'll talk about that right now and everything else with our weather as we take a look at the models and see what's happening. This is the GFS, the 06Z run, valid at 5 o'clock Mountain Standard Time today. And it's the same old monsoon forecast. Partly cloudy, hot and humid, highs 103 to 106. Widely scattered thunderstorms will develop along the rim this afternoon. Now, the big question is how much storm activity develops in southeast Arizona. We have some storms going on there this morning, so it's going to take a while for the atmosphere to overturn. A lot of stable air will be there through much of the day today. But I still think we have a pretty decent bet at getting some storms into south central Arizona. Will they get to the valley? Well, let's look at the high-res models and see what they have to say. This is the HRRR tonight at 8 p.m., and it shows a cluster of storms in northern Pima, Pinal, and eastern Maricopa County. And these storms are going to drift westward toward the valley and maybe some blowing dust or some strong, gusty, damaging winds. A little bit of rain possible, of course. The dynamics are certainly there. Meanwhile, the 3-kilometer NAM not nearly as bullish. This is tonight at midnight off the NAM, and it doesn't show much of anything at all. Maybe an isolated shower or storm, but not looking too favorable. I'd say the best chance of any rain today between about 6 p.m. and midnight. And the chance of any one spot getting wet tonight about 1 in 5. Now, tomorrow looks like it could be a more active day. Partly cloudy skies, highs 102 to 105. High pressure continuing to drift northwards, so the mid-level steering flow would be out of the east. Scattered showers and storms that develop in the mountains will drift toward the deserts. And some of these storms will be capable of producing strong, gusty, damaging winds, small hail, locally heavy rain, and some isolated flash flooding. Now, if that does come to fruition, and I'd say there's a 30% chance of rain here in the valley tomorrow night, Sunday could be a less active day, but model uncertainty, forecast uncertainty does come into play just a little bit on Sunday. For now, we'll say Sunday is partly sunny, highs in the upper 90s to about 101, a humid day, but minimal showers and storms during the day. I think maybe during the late evening and overnight hours, looks like we could see some decent storms beginning to fire up. So it could be a nocturnal event Sunday night into Monday morning. So when you wake up Monday, yes, could see some storms going on here in the valley. We'll keep you updated on that. But so Monday morning, Monday midday, looks like it could be an active day. And if the European verifies, it's got highs only in the upper 80s or low 90s on Monday. The GFS has us in the mid and upper 90s. So I think there's a good chance we stay under the century mark, and it's just kind of an unsettled day with some scattered showers and storms, and Kind of a muggy, cloudy sort of day. We get at least one or two of those every summer. I mean, look at these precipitable water values on Monday. Values getting up to around 2 inches and in excess of 2 inches, in fact, in southwest Arizona. So the moisture will be with us. I mean, it's going to be a soupy kind of day. Tuesday could be kind of unsettled too. We'll say a 40% chance of showers and storms will continue with highs mid and upper 90s, maybe close to 100. So an above average monsoon pattern will continue. And then on Wednesday, 30% chance of showers and storms continues. Highs 100 to 103. Thursday, a bit more of a typical pattern. 20% chance of late afternoon showers and storms. Highs 102 to 105. But the air mass will still remain muggy. We're just going to return back to what is a more standard sort of monsoon setup, with high pressure shifting a bit further to the east across the central Rockies. Here's a week from today. This is Friday, the 21st of July, and high pressure shifting further to the east over the central plains, but still a broad east to southeast flow continues as the ridge is pretty elongated here. And maybe a few of these easterly waves will continue to move through. The models are kind of uncertain down here, so we'll just continue with a broad brush general monsoon forecast of the chance of late afternoon and nighttime showers and storms. Highs roughly 103 to 107. Same thing on Saturday, the 22nd. And that holds true for Sunday, the end of the forecast period, July the 23rd. Really not a whole lot of change anytime soon, and that's good news because we do need the rain around here. Looking at the temperatures through the period off of the European ensemble, it's going to be warm today and tomorrow. I'm not sure it's quite that warm, but still about normal. And then later this weekend and next week, we go below normal. I don't know if we go quite that far below normal, but certainly it could happen. And high temperatures with the added humidity and clouds and chances of rain should stay relatively cool for July standards. That'll do it for the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for today. Our next video comes back here tomorrow morning. Thank you as always so much for watching. Really do appreciate it. If you like our videos, be sure to subscribe to us. That way, every time we post a brand new video, you'll get the notifications. Be safe out there. Have yourselves a great Friday.